So it's easy to get a little stir-crazy these days, but according to Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise has always been a big fan of personal space. So the pair starred together in The Outsiders back in 1983, and according to Rob, Tom didn't want to be his bunk buddy when it came to sharing a hotel room while auditioning for their roles. It's a pretty crazy story here. Rob called into Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, where he shared a story about how Tom threw a fit about their hotel accommodations. So here's what he said. All of the LA people survived the LA auditions, and then the handpicked people had to go to New York to face the New York version. Rob remembers it was the first time he had ever stayed at the Plaza Hotel in Manhattan. And he adds with a laugh, we check in, and Tom finds out that we're sharing a room and just goes ballistic. But Rob has no hard feelings. He went on to tell Dax that Tom just knew his worth, saying, quote, there's certain people who have always been who they are, and that element of them has powered them to where they are today. The notion that an 18-year-old actor with a walk-on part in Endless Love and like a seventh lead in Taps could have that kind of wherewithal. Rob remembers thinking, wow, this guy is the real deal. He calls the whole situation gnarly, but says you can't argue with the results. He had his eye on the ball since day one. Rob also dished on Tom Cruise's relentless competitiveness when it came to learning stunts for The Outsiders. He says Tom ended up being the only one who could do a backflip. It's in the movie, The Outsiders, for no reason, just to do it. The now classic also starred Patrick Swayze, Diane Lane, and Matt Dillon. The movie celebrated its 37th anniversary in March. And I gotta say, now I want to hear Tom Cruise's memories from those days too.